You mentioned in the last answer, you brought up Zillow, and I've worked with you, and I've worked with Max Nelson, so I've heard some of the gossip, and I've heard like some of those sites, some of the internet home buying sites are misleading, and it seems like agents sort of have an issue with like is that true, or like what like when you're looking at like, 'cause I like looking I when I used to go down to La Jolla, I used to love walking around and being like, how much is this house, how much is that house, and like is it
Yeah.
like what are the issues with sites like that?
So they're a good resource for general information, but not necessarily a good resource for accurate information. So if you just want to get a general idea and you're not really buying or selling and you just want to see, you're taking a walk and, oh, this is cool. This is a million. This is 800. This is 5 million. This is 100. That's fine. But generally it could be off as much as 25, 30%. The CEO, or the old CEO, Spencer Raskoff, old CEO of Zillow, he bought a house from one of my partners in Brentwood and paid 30% over the Zestimate. Now, he didn't
Wow.
overpay. That's just what it was worth. Now, when you're in a place like LA, uh, in other areas where houses aren't exactly the same, do you need me? Sorry. Sorry.
No
So
worries.
when you're in a market where in LA where there's topography, views, different floor plans, the algorithms of any of those sites don't catch any of that stuff. So you could have two houses next to each other, and one house is 100 years old, and a grandma lives there and it's never been touched, and the other house is the same size, same bedrooms, but someone just spent $3 million remodeling it. And on Zillow, it will come up as they're both $4 million houses. Well, the teardown's 4 million and this one's worth 18 million. So it
Wow.
won't show that. So it could be off that much. Now I'm just throwing numbers out. But when you're in an area where there's details about houses and variations, it really comes into play.